Welcome on into a new episode of Two Fat Drunks, the least watched show on the internet. I'm JDV.
In stereo. On Warpig.
I can't promise you that it's in stereo. It's in dual mono, maybe. Anyway, we're going to have a little bit of fun today. Just blab a little bit about the movies we think that are just most fun to watch. Anytime you're on, you're going to watch them just because they are fun.
And you're happy they're on.
And coming up next. Okay, so what if we exclude westerns with Clint Eastwood or John Wayne in them?
And you want to talk about
and war movies with Lee Van Cleef or
just fun.
Lee Marvin or anyone named Lee.
any Lees involved in any way.
Christopher Lee in a Hammer film, of course. Well, yeah, I mean, it is weird how you just say, well, I will watch any Hammer film for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
even though there are some stinkers
there are
in
some
there.
mega stinkers. I mean, it's like I went through my revisit Hammer phase, and I was kind of like, boy, these kind of started to fall off after a while. I mean, not to be,
but Sven Gulli shows them all the time.
Son of Sven, But still, I mean, some of them are just some of them are so. Excuse me, beer. Well, you want me to open it, Frank? No, I want you to fuck it! Hi. I'm Paul.
Just hand it here, my God.
But I opened the goddamn thing!
Eventually.
You ungrateful son of a bitch. Yeah, well, I hope you die.
But still, even above those, for me, Dirty Dozen were Eagles Dare.
Well, here, hey, right
so
now. No, right now. I'm going to put you on the spot, bro. You ready? Here you go. Kelly's Heroes or Dirty Dozen, bro. Marry, fuck. What are you going to do?
No, it's pretty easy, does. Sorry, man. Lee Marvin is at his most Lee Marvin-ish in that movie. Clint Eastwood is just a Clint Eastwood in there. If I had to choose between Dirty Dozen and Where Eagles Dare, I would pick Where Eagles Dare because it has Richard Harris.
Here's what I'm going to do.
No, I know it's got.
Here's what I'm going to do. No, I'm going to stop you.
Sutherland, I know it's got.
I'm going to tell you what it doesn't have.
Racetrack, whatever the fuck.
I'll tell you what it doesn't have, dude. It doesn't have Don Rickles.
No, I know.
Now, wait a minute. I'm going to...
That's our meme.
Listen to my reasoning. Okay? Don Rickles, right? In a movie that... Do you remember other Don Rickles films?
Oh, no.
No, you don't.
I remember Don Rickles on TV.
Right. You remember Kelly's Heroes with Crap Game as played by Don Rickles. And that's...
I said Racetrack, man.
Well, you fucking right.
No, sorry, whatever.
Between him and, by the way, we never talk about the connection, but two Sutherlands in both films. Is that the only shared character between two films? It's Donald Sutherland.
Which one?
He plays Oddball in Kelly's Heroes. He plays fucking... There's no other actor connection.
To what?
Between Kelly's Heroes and Dirty Dozen, shithead.
That's right, he is in Dirty Dozen, that's right.
He's in both films. But there's no other actor... Like Harry Dean Stanton is in fucking Kelly's Heroes, but he's not... By the way, Harry Dean Stanton's in Kelly's Heroes. Can I point that out to you? Along with Telly Savalas?
But...
I know what you're saying.
Dirty Dozen is the more realistic of the films. And it has Jim Brown. It's got Clint Walker.
God damn it. Fucking let me talk. Yes, it's got Clint Walker.
It's got...
Who is fucking... He was, rather... I think he passed away recently, which is unfortunate. He was like a fucking Zeus god on this...
For a long time.
I'm Clint Walker. Yeah, okay, I'll follow you.
Yeah, he was one of the first Hollywood guys to lift weights and everything.
Yeah,
like
just a giant dude.
Huge amount of charisma too. Just one of those guys who
cool as hell, man.
You could have been a midget and you still would have watched.
You're like, let's watch. Oh God, no, God.
So yeah, I mean, that's not something I want to live or die on. Right. Is that decision? You've done it again, didn't you?
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Your new name's Brittany.
Go fuck yourself, dude.
I mean, other than Predator, it is the studliest film ever made. I mean, Kelly's Heroes is great, but it is not as studly as Dirty Dozen. It's just not. It's nowhere near as studly.
Tough lineup, man.
Dirty Dozen is... Look, there's that weird... But 70s
But
song.
wait a minute. Okay, let me let me pull you back a little bit because I will explain to you that
This entire episode is now Dirty Dozen versus...
Let me just explain to you.
Go
okay,
on.
there, Billy. If you don't quite understand, there is no sequence in the Dirty Dozen that's the same as the tank attack sequence in Kelly's Heroes.
When they roll over that town.
With that country song, that is fucking cool.
That is
dude.
the toughest scene in that film.
Because they're like,
by the way.
okay, move, and you see why Oddball is the tank commander. Yeah, I'm gonna mess around, but when it's time to fucking shred you, okay, we're going across, turn the music on, click, and fucking.
Those three Shermans and I, that little outpost.
And there was no.
But I would
joke,
argue
man.
this. That's the one sequence, other than maybe the minefield sequence in Kelly's Heroes, that has anything to do with war, really.
Well, okay, wait a minute.
Whereas
but
the Dirty
it's
Dozen-
definitely a different take. Don't misunderstand me.
more-
I'm not saying that, Dirty Dozen sucks. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm just saying between the two, you asked me which one is more fun. And I would argue
I suppose the answer would be
that
Kelly's
Heroes is more fun.
was intentionally more fun, but for me,
For
again, the way that I would watch The
do it for
Searchers, it's fun. I really enjoy
but that's against
adult
the argument.
adventure films. There's still
I watch
rubbish.
adult films all the time. I read adult books. You should enjoy these things since you are an adult.
You have a lot of boobies in them. So.
You know what's weird to me is I pass on when I'm driving
Gas,
like
a
a
lot.
long way, like as I was driving to Georgia, and you pass adult superstores.
They let you out of the state.
Why don't you be quiet?
Sorry.
Yeah, way to go. You blew my cover! They'll kill you all! What, somebody? We're talking about the fucking agency here.
Yeah, it's weird you talk about that movie. That's a movie that you might think, oh yeah, I'd watch Total Recall when it was on. You know what? No, I probably wouldn't watch that.
Total Recall.
I wouldn't watch RoboCop. Just
Total Recall. Well, you know what?
I will
here's
watch
what it is.
Starship Troopers.
Here's what it is. You have to watch the entire film.
Yeah, see that.
You see what I'm saying?
Now,
It's
anyone-
not a drop-in movie, whereas Starship Troopers
Yeah, that's
is
what
a
it is.
drop-in movie.
Yeah, good point.
Right? That's
Yeah, that's
right.
what- that's
Yeah,
what-
there
that's
you go. There you go. Just do it like people, right? But yeah, it's
Friend.
fucking no, dude. Fucking Hackman in fucking Young Frankenstein. Wow! He's fucking going to pour the soup.
God.
Oh, you're chilled to the bone, my friend. Dude, of all the people to cast for that, of Gene Hackman,
He's great in that movie.
he's fantastic. But what I'm saying is like that
In a
just would not
throwaway
occur
part.
to you,
Yeah,
right?
It
It
would
just-
not occur to you.
Wait,
He's great in that
I was
movie.
just about to make an espresso.
Yeah, see, I'd probably watch Young Frankenstein if it was on because it is a movie you can drop
It's
in
a
on.
drop-in
Because
movie.
each scene is this kind of a self-contained comedy.
Like Airplane is.
Yeah,
like
the way
Airplane's
that
a drop-in
Airplane is.
movie. We can just
Yep.
click, right? So,
and you
but
don't
yeah.
have to commit to the whole thing.
No, you just tune in for a minute.
That's right.
Because there's parts of Young Frankenstein that kind of drag. But there's bits you can just
All
hang
right, well,
out
so,
for.
well,
like-
let's just talk about horror movies real quick.
Okay.
That like your favorite fun kind of horror movies. Does Halloween
Ooh,
count?
yeah.
See, for me,
Well,
all
okay.
the Universal movies
Can I
do.
explain why Halloween counts?
See, I do think it counts for
It-
sure.
It counts because every Halloween. Because you can't go past a Halloween in your life that you can't have that movie on since it came out.
Right.
That movie,
It's like Night of the Living Dead. I will watch Night of the
But-
Living Dead every Halloween.
but
it doesn't matter.
It's so synonymous with the holiday. Just that dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Well,
that is so
I would
good.
argue that at least for us, there's one layer of meta above that, which is John Carpenter's our hero, of course. Is the movie maker
I
that
do love him.
well, I mean, he was at his height when we were at our most impressionable.
Right, and boy,
and
did
he
he make an
made
impression.
4 of the greatest independent films of all time.
No
I mean,
doubt.
to me, there is John Carpenter, and then there's
They
everybody
made you
else.
because
for
that's why you
independent
wanted to get into movies.
is John Carpenter. It wasn't Spielberg.
No.
It wasn't Lucas. Because I
'Cause
knew
you
I
couldn't
could,
do those.
Because I knew I could never be that good.
But Carpenter-
I could be John Carpenter, maybe.
yeah, but-
and
I don't feel like I can. I mean,
but you know what I mean. And,
Yeah, I know
and
what you're
because
saying,
of
though.
that,
But that's why you got to.
how many times have you seen Halloween?
Oh my God, more times than I can count.
50 times, probably. I mean, legitimately, you've
Every
seen
Halloween,
it.
it's on.
Right, you've seen
You're
it
gonna leave it on.
dozens of times. Same thing. So So for a film like that, which normally I would say is not a drop-in movie, but once you've seen a movie 50 times, any movie is a drop-in
It really kind of
movie.
becomes one.
You know, of course, there's a million. Lawrence Arabia is one that, for me, not a drop-in movie normally, but because I've seen it 40 times.
Because look, it's long.
No, I don't know if it's a genre movie. It's a 3-hour-long movie, but
you would have to drop it anyway.
I remember that I went to it was at the Michigan Theater on the big screen or whatever, and one of our guys was, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to it. Like, wow, you're going to leave your home? I'm like, yeah, I got to go see Lawrence Arabia.
Yeah, I've got to go.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can, quote the entire movie. He's like, you can quote an entire movie from 1956 verbatim? I went, yep.
Yes. Yes, I can.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Can't you?
Right. So,
Right.
I mean, if it's a movie that you love,
you got to be like,
you would either you will, of course, want to watch it every time it's on, or not. Now, there's some other movies that I would watch if they were on, but they never are going to be on, at least not for a long time, on free TV. I don't have cable. That's like the Lord of the Rings movies. Those movies probably aren't going to be on.
Yeah, they are kind of. You could do drop in with those, but
because I've seen them so much and know them so well.
You would really.
But they tend not. They tend to be like it's Christmas Eve and we're going to watch.
Right, you want to sit down and watch.
What about Wizard of Oz? I think that may be the original drop-in. Every time it's on, you watch a movie.
Yeah, but that might be
because there's it is very highly segmented.
It's a segmented film.
There's the tornado. There she drops on the wish. There's the flying monkeys.
That movie just stands apart.
Are you saying you wouldn't watch it if it was on? You wouldn't stay on it until the commercial?
It would have to be a holiday.
Oh, really?
You see what I mean? Like, come on. I want you to think real hard and try to associate Wizard of Oz away from a holiday. And I don't know that you can. Honestly, Wizard of Oz makes
Lord of the Rings is a lot like that, too.
Well, it makes me think of Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, you think of Christmas
or
and
Thanksgiving
you think
or
of...
something.
Yeah. Right, when you're coming into fall and, school started, but the first holidays are hitting. And so, that comes up quite a bit. So
Star Wars coming anymore? Because that's a film that I would have... The first three, if they were on TBS or TNT, something like that, I would have watched. But now,
we don't speak of it.
Yeah, that's real.
All right.
Does The Matrix 1 fit into that category? I argue, yeah, because A, it's on TV, and B, it's a lot of fun to watch. Matrix 2 is a lot of fun to me too. God, I'm a sucker for Matrix 2.
I'm sorry, dude. You and me are gonna stand opposite islands.
Well, how about Matrix? You'd watch that?
Yeah.
It's a fun movie.
You can pick up Matrix from different points.
In part because it's so nostalgic. Oh, look at the completely green set. It's only been done in about 4,000 movies since.
This is badass.
Horror movies, I'd say
watch
any version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, including the one with James Bond.
To be honest with you,
that's a good movie, dude. I'm sorry.
The
Kevin McCarthy one is the best.
That movie.
Because my God, is he great in that film?
That movie just works.
The Donald Sutherland version's great.
Dude, yeah.
Jurassic Park, you'd watch that anytime that's on. You want to talk about fun sci-fi? You don't know, huh? Yeah, you would. Just for the soundtrack. You would. Just for Goldblum. Come on, man.
Here's an interesting question.
Do they show in the Month of Madness?
Oh, God, no.
Because they used to.
That's not a drop-in movie.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see that.
It's
not very fun either.
Yeah, but
boy, Sam Neill's so good in it.
In the way that, hang on a minute. Here, I hate to go mainstream. I'm going to go a little bit mainstream here because it's funny how this is sort of trailed off, but Indiana Jones, the original and the second one.
Yes.
I'm going to leave the third one out. But the original
you should.
And the second one is way better.
You have offended Kali.
Think it is. Right, because it's like it's got some
God, I hate to say this. I'm about to say something almost horrible.
Oh, shit, let's go. Come on, do it.
If Crystal Skull is on, I will watch it in the way that sometimes you'll just poke yourself with a thorn. Just to make sure you're still alive.
Billy, do you
because
feel the urge
there are when he comes onto there and goes part-time.
Do you ever feel the urge to hurt yourself?
That was
Do
the
you
first and
ever-
last time that Shia LaBeouf meant anything to me is in that movie. I will
feel
watch it
me?
because it has that sort of Independence Day feel to it. It's so cheesy and over the top. You'd watch Independence Day every time it's
I
on.
was
Tell me
thinking
you're wrong.
about that. Yeah.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah, Independence Day is a good movie. Yeah, that's...
Godzilla, almost any Godzilla movie you'll watch.
Well...
No, you'll watch 10 minutes of any guy. It's like a Western. You'll give it a full 5, dude. You absolutely.
All right.
What one wouldn't you?
You'll give it a couple
Baby
minutes.
Godzilla, I'll watch it.
What's that
Mothra,
Destroy
I'll watch it.
Monsters? I can't remember.
Doesn't matter, you're going to watch it.
Doesn't matter. You'll watch it, John.
Godzilla's so great that you'll watch the ones that he's not even in.
You don't even care it's Gamera.
Yeah, you'll watch Gamera.
Fuck
Just
it,
because.
let's watch Gamera. It's off-brand Godzilla. I
Just
love
being
it.
close. Close enough. And he loves kids.
Whatever, kid. Sure, you'll watch whatever.
In fact, I'll go so far to say, if it has a giant monster in it,
If
you're going to watch it. Because Cloverfield might be a grim-ass movie, but let's face it. It's fun to see people get
Okay.
eaten, right? Come
Let me
on.
ask you this.
Like a werewolf movie. You're going to watch it? You're going to watch it.
Werewolf movies.
You'll watch Wolf
Like-
and 4. It doesn't matter.
The Howling.
The Howling 5.
Yeah. The Howling is actually...
Any underworld movie. Yes.
Underworld, yeah, that's
Because you could
crazy
see that
for-
on TV.
Dude, that is a crazy for TNT owns that. They play Underworld the whole thing, man. With Kate
And you know why?
Beckinsale, who's got to be like, thank Christ! Like, wow, man, what a find. You know what? We never did bring that up. We never talked about Resident Evil.
I'd watch Resident Evil
The
movies.
first one, yeah.
I'd watch any of them, honestly.
I'm not
saying they're
think
good,
they-
but they're
right.
fun.
They're fun. I feel like they went too far.
What about Zombieland? Original?
Yeah,
I'd watch-
because you
Depends
can,
on where there are. If,
no
it's
matter
if I
how
know Woody's coming up.
no
and-
matter how you feel about fucking what's her name, Stone. God damn it, what's her fucking
Emma.
Emma Stone. God bless you, honey, but no.
Now, we're
But-
actually getting ready to watch Zombieland
Zombieland
2, so
2.
that's why I brought it up. But boy, spot on the money on Underworld. Because that is a perfect, that's really what this is what movie that is actually going to come on TNT or over-the-air movie channels. They're going to be edited, but you're still going to
still
watch
watch
them
it.
anyway. And
How-
Dirty Dozen is in that category. Kelly's Heroes, Underworld, Night Living Dead. There's
I'm gonna watch them.
and
all
you'll
there is
watch
to
them.
it, man.
Mysterious Island used to be in that category. It's a little too old now to be on
Right.
TV, but they used to show it all the time on Sundays. And
If it's on, you're gonna watch it.
those
That's all there is
original,
to it.
the 5 original horror monsters from Universal: Dracula, Wolfman,
The
Frankenstein,
original
Creature from Black
Frankenstein.
Lagoon.
Yeah.
You will watch those movies, and they'll be
Right.
fun. And it is weird, just the power that kind of. Even though it could
That
be a
lived
slightly grim.
experience.
Look, if the
Right.
Dirty Dozen don't go on the mission, you know what's going to happen to them? They'll all be hung by the neck, and Colonel Reisman, will be drummed out of the service.
No way
So in
from
a
that.
way,
No,
it's
that's
a very,
exactly how some men should die, Colonel.
Tell me, what is your real objection? So some of the movies have grim topics, but in
But
fact
still,
are quite fun.
The way they're played is
watch.
fun, right?
And I mean, there's,
Dude,
there's
wait
a
a minute.
dozen more.
I can't believe I didn't do it.
Oh, there's so many of them.
I was a fool.
This is like hour 5.
The Dirty Dozen, Kelly's Hero Connection,
Besides Sutherland.
Telly Savalas.
He's not in Kelly's Hero. Oh yeah, he is. That's right.
He's Big Joe.
Yeah,
he's Big Joe, bro.
That's right.
Oh, that's spooky, dude. Yeah.
So there's 2.
Yeah, that's dude.
You almost can't separate
Dude,
them now.
You can't. Now they're Siamese fucking twins, man. Like,
Speaking of
oh, God,
Siamese
Dragon Egg, no.
twins, we're Eagles there, the leading ladies.
Go where Eagles there.
Yeah,
I ain't no goddamn son of a bitch.
Yeah, and I guess I know we've been blabbing about it forever, and everybody's going to have their own favorites. But it's cool to have those ones that you can come
It
back
is.
to year after year.
It's like a good book.
It is.
Yeah, you just sit down.
It's
with
one
it.
of the things that it's one of the few differences I have actually with my wife is that she always wants to watch new stuff. Where I'm like, I would much rather something
New stuff
that
is shit.
I want to watch something that I know is good.
Like listening to a good song.
Like, I would rather watch Braveheart for the 45th time than something I'm like,
my father was
about. Which has not always served me very well. I mean, in fact, there's been some really good movies that have come out that I didn't see until after the fact that I probably should have seen at the time, just because I'm like, I'll just stay home and watch Braveheart again, or I'd rather watch Underworld 1 again, or even
I would have
Underworld
went, but
2.
Resident Evil was on, and I kind of watched it.
And I do think that there is
When Michelle Rodriguez was a thing.
no,
Remember?
I don't.
Michelle Rodriguez.
No.
She was like a thing, and then she suddenly wasn't.
Hit 29. I mean, what are you gonna
something
do?
like that.
Yeah, don't. They can't help it. But it is cool to have something that is popular, can be shown on TV multiple times, relatively
Pretty
unedited.
easily without having to cut too much.
Because in
time.
Terminator,
Yeah.
they didn't have to give it the sound effects. All they had to do was cut out Linda Hamilton's boobs, which are only in it for like 20 seconds.
Her boobs.
Not
They
big. Didn't have to mutilate
a couple of B cups, but hey,
so I know.
parking.
Hey, down
So,
below.
hey, like, share, subscribe. tell your friends.
Give us the movies that I know we missed a million genre movies that
Well, hey,
that everybody would watch.
Season the taste. Right?
Like,
Steak.
subscribe, share, love each other. And until next episode, mwah!
Nobody's drummer. I can't. No, there's no drumming.
You really have no talent.
Zero,
I
really.
mean, of any kind.
0.0. All classes.
I mean, you have a small gravity field.
Who sent the cadavers to the alumni dinner?
Every spring, the toilets explode.
You're talking about Delta, sir.
Of course, I'm talking about Delta, you twerp.
Yeah. Get Niedermeyer on it. He's a slimy little shit just like you.
That foot is me.
Be sure to visit evilgeniusentertainment.com for exclusive content, swag, casting call news, and much, much more.